Hello you guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jordan and today we are filming my upcoming Walt Disney World plans for my August trip. We leave in just a couple of days, so I'm really excited that it's almost here. I literally am going to be packing tomorrow, so stay tuned for that video. If you are interested in seeing all of my vlogs as well as my pack with me, definitely think about subscribing and sticking around the channel. I'm super excited about this trip. I literally leave in a couple of days, and I am also going with my best friend of over 14 years, so really exciting. I have already filmed this video once and it came out trash because the quality was really grainy, overexposed. I honestly think the camera was compromising for the rain and grossness outside, so I am hoping that this time around it is better. So not doing it a third time. So let's hope this looks good. I made myself a coffee for this video because it's probably going to be a little bit long. I am using my Animal Kingdom Discovery mug from Starbucks, and so good. And I picked this mug specifically because this trip we are staying at Animal Kingdom Lodge, Kidani Village, in a standard deluxe studio. So that means that we don't have a safari savannah view room, but that's okay with me. We save some extra points by just doing a regular view room. And honestly, you get to see so many animals around the hotel anyway. So not a deal breaker for me, but really excited to stay there. I've only stayed there once before, and that was for one night when we were there in April. So I'm happy that we're gonna have a longer trip and really get to enjoy the hotel. We will be there for 6 nights. I fly down Monday night, late at night. I'm gonna check in, and then on Tuesday, Catherine will fly down and she will meet me at the hotel around 12:30. We will have 4 full park days together, and then I'll have 1 full park day, half of it by myself. But let's jump into the plans and I'll kind of explain to you guys my lightning lanes and how that process went, booking the multi-pass and the whatever pass and all that shebang. I'm going to be looking down at my computer because that's where all my plans are, but I will also pop up my plans on the screen here for you guys. I have yet to pick out my outfits, so that area is blank, but at least you guys can kind of see what I'm planning to do hour by hour. This time it was easier to fill in because we have to make our lightning lanes in advance, so you have a little bit more of an idea of what you're going to be doing throughout the day. Now let's actually jump into our plans for the first day. Tuesday morning, I'm going to be going to Hollywood Studios by myself, and then at night, Catherine and I are going to be going to Epcot. So I'm going to wake up bright and early on Tuesday and film my room tour right away. I want to make sure I get that out of the way. If I wait, the room becomes a mess, and then honestly, I end up not wanting to film because, like I said, it's a mess. So get that out of the way before Catherine comes. And then I'm going to head on over to Hollywood Studios for early entry. I am prioritizing early entry this day because I don't have any lightning lanes for the morning. I did book lightning lanes, but I saved them for at night at Epcot with Catherine, just so that the two of us can enjoy the park together and not have to wait in as many lines. That's one thing that was a little bit frustrating, was that you can't book something at more than one park. You can only book at one park at a time, which I understand makes sense for most people, but people who park hop and people who maybe take that midday pool break, it's not the best, but we'll make it work. So at Hollywood Studios, right when I get there, I'm gonna walk onto Tower of Terror and then grab some breakfast at Ronto Roasters because I love their chickpea wrap. It's very good. After that, I'm going to try to hop on another ride or two, and then at 11 o'clock there is the Beauty and the Beast show, and it's been a minute since I have seen it, so I thought, why not go and see it? This is my chance to do things maybe I don't normally do, especially since Catherine and I are going to be trying to hit all the big rides and the big must-dos, so I'm going to do that, and then after that, just shop, maybe walk around a little bit, and then head back to the hotel. I want to make sure I'm at the hotel by 12:30 latest, so that when Catherine gets there, I am there as well. So that's why I have on here at 1 o'clock, we'll do lunch at the hotel and Catherine will arrive. After that, we'll spend a few hours at the pool like we normally do, especially in the summer. It's hot and I want to have that pool time to cool down. And then around 4 o'clock, we will get ready for dinner and head on over to Epcot because we have a reservation at 5:10 for Via Napoli. I love Via Napoli, so I'm excited about that. And then this is where all of our lightning lanes start to hit. So when you book your lightning lanes, you can book one ride from Tier 1 and 2 rides from Tier 2. So our Tier 1 ride this night is Frozen, and that is at 6:30. And I have a Tier 2 ride, which is Spaceship Earth at 7:40. After that, we actually have a individual lightning lane for Guardians of the Galaxy. I'm pretty sure this is going to be Catherine's favorite ride. She has not ridden it. Like I said, it's been almost 10 years since she's been there, so it's been a while, and I want to make sure that we get to go on that together. After that, I have one more lightning lane, which is Figment at 8:20. I'm not sure if we're even going to need it, but I had to book something, so I did that, and then the park closes at 9 o'clock. After you use your first lightning lane, doesn't matter what tier it's in, you can book another one. Because we booked all of our lightning lanes for at night this day, I doubt we'll actually book another lightning lane or really need it. So that's pretty much like all we're going to be doing, but 4 rides within just a couple of hours is more than enough. So that will be our first night. Now let's head on to day 2, which is Wednesday. And on Wednesday, we are doing Animal Kingdom in the morning and Magic Kingdom at night. So this is going to be a long day. We are going to wake up early at probably like 6:30 and head over to Animal Kingdom for early entry, which is at 7:30 on this day. We're going to go straight to Dinosaur because who doesn't love Dinosaur? Then our first lightning lane is at 8:30 for the safari. So I'm glad we're doing that really early in the morning. I feel like you tend to see more animals then, so that was great. After that, we have Everest at 9:30 and probably we'll grab a snack or coffee. And then I was thinking maybe doing the Lion King show at 10 a.m. and then heading over to our next lightning lane, which is Navi River at 10:40. I did book a individual lightning lane for this day as well. I actually booked one for every single day we're there. So this day we are doing Flight of Passage, which is at 11:40. One thing that I noticed when booking the lightning lanes, it doesn't let you really overlap them. I think you can only overlap them by maybe 15 minutes. So I couldn't really, I don't know, it's a little bit annoying because there's no way that Navi River is going to take more than 20 minutes and then we'll have 40 minutes until Flight of Passage and it's right there. But and it is what it is, so maybe we'll do Bug's Life or something else that's like somewhat in the area before our Flight of Passage lightning lane. After that, I'm thinking of going to Santulli Canteen for lunch. I actually have never eaten there, but I know that they have a lot of good options and it's super customizable. Catherine and I both have dietary restrictions, so I think this would be a good choice for us. And then afterwards, head back to the pool for a couple of hours, maybe take a nap. Well, maybe Catherine will take a nap. I doubt I will. Or maybe read my book. That's more like my speed. And then I'll get ready for dinner around like 4:30. And we actually have dinner at the hotel this night. We're going to Sanaa. I loved it when we went in April, so I wanted to go back. And since we're staying there, you may as well. It's a little bit out of the way if you're not staying at Animal Kingdom Lodge or you're not going to Animal Kingdom at night, which most people don't. This was the perfect opportunity to go. So we have that at 5:35, and then afterwards gonna head to Magic Kingdom because Magic Kingdom has extended evening hours and they're open till 11 this night. So we'll head to Magic Kingdom and kind of just do things that we don't necessarily need a lightning lane for. Hopefully, since we have all of our lightning lanes rather early at Animal Kingdom, we'll be able to book 1 or 2 for at night. But I'm thinking maybe doing the Laugh Floor, People Mover, Carousel Progress, kind of hanging out in Tomorrowland. Then I'm also thinking of possibly at 9 o'clock doing Happily Ever After. I am not a big fireworks girl. I actually don't really like fireworks. The sound bothers me. I still, at the age of 25, hold my ears like this when fireworks go off. So, but since Catherine hasn't seen it, and honestly, I love the music, I love the idea of it. I've watched it on YouTube. I think may as well give it a chance and watch the show. Maybe we'll do it from a not so crowded area, because honestly that's normally the number one reason why I don't watch Happily Ever After. I get like really overstimulated and stressed out with the number of people who are like squished together. Obviously it's Disney, so there's lots of people, but yeah, normally like not a huge fan of that. So Happily Ever After is at 9, and then after that we have 2 hours till the park closes. We don't necessarily have to stay till park close. I'm sure we'll be tired from an early morning at Animal Kingdom, but what is nice is that we can hang out a little bit longer before leaving the park, so that we don't have to go with the rush of people to the bus. These kinds of videos are not my forte. Like sitting down and talking to the camera like this, I'm like getting better at it, but I don't know. I'd much rather be vlog style. Now we are on to our second full day, which we are going to Magic Kingdom in the morning and then Epcot at night. So Magic Kingdom opens for early entry at 8:30, I believe. So we will head over to Magic Kingdom. I'm debating whether we join the crowd and run to Mine Train, or maybe we just like hang out and get some pictures in front of the castle. I don't think Catherine's ever been on Mine Train. I'm not sure if it was open when she went last, but I don't think that it's something we would really wait online for. I think she would rather pass. So that's a maybe. But what I do want to do is second rope drop Big Thunder, because is it Big Thunder or Thunder Railroad? I grew up not near, but like Six Flags Great Adventure was like 45 minutes from me in New Jersey, and they had a Thunder themed roller coaster, and then I always get them switched up. But I think it's Big Thunder is, yeah. Big Thunder is Disney. So second rope drop, Big Thunder. What I mean by second rope drop is that at 9 a.m. Adventureland and Frontierland actually open. They are not a part of early entry. So that's a great tip I have for you guys. If you are not someone who's going to get there for early entry, or you don't have access to early entry, think about starting your day in that area of the park. There'll be a little bit less lines. So do that, and then afterwards we have our first lightning lane at 9:35 for Space Mountain. Sticking with the Tomorrowland theme, clearly I'm a big Tomorrowland girl. I think we'll do the Speedway or another ride in the area before our next lightning lane, which is for Buzz at 10:35. And then after that, we have about like an hour gap till our next lightning lane. So maybe do the Little Mermaid or something else that doesn't require a lightning lane or doesn't have a super long line. So I was thinking maybe the Little Mermaid, and then afterwards we'll do our last lightning lane, which is Haunted Mansion at 11:40. We typically leave the park around 1 o'clock, but if we decided to stay a little bit longer, past 12, we can do Winnie the Pooh or Small World or one of those attractions. Afterwards, we'll head back to the pool, hang out there for a couple of hours, and then get ready and head to Epcot around 5. We're not in a super rush this day. We definitely have more time to relax because we are not doing a dinner reservation. I wanted to have one night where we had no plans for dinner. That way we could eat around, well, we can kind of eat around the world, but kind of just do whatever we want for dinner and not feel like locked in. We can literally just grab a pretzel if we wanted to, or some popcorn, and just have a bunch of snacks, because who doesn't love Disney snacks? So that's the plan, and I really want to hang out in the countries this night, kind of prioritize that, since when we go to Epcot during the day, we have more rides to do. So hang out in the countries, maybe grab some food, a few drinks, and just enjoy walking around. And then I did make another individual lightning lane at Guardians of the Galaxy for 7:50. So we will be going on Guardians twice on our trip. Normally in my head, I plan to go once, and then throughout the trip, I always want to go at least one more time. That's something that with the system you can't really do, because they do sell out pretty quickly since people are booking in advance. So if you want to ride it more than once and you're not someone who wants to do the boarding groups, then you're probably going to want to pay up front to lock in both those times. So I just did it, didn't want to have to think about it. So we have another lightning lane for 7:50. Afterwards, maybe we'll head up Soarin' or Living with the Land, and then the park closes at 9. Now, I also have on here to head over to Jelly Rolls for 10 o'clock. I have no idea if Jelly Rolls is open on Thursdays. Is it Thursday? Yeah, open on Thursdays, but I have always wanted to go. I've never gone, so I'm hoping that we'll head over there this trip. Normally, we're so exhausted that we don't want to, but putting it on there, maybe we'll walk over since we're already at Epcot and you could just walk. Put that on there. We'll see if it happens. I'll let you know. You'll see it in the vlogs. Why does this camera battery have 6%? It was literally at 75. What the heck? Okay. Anyway, good thing I have the other ones charging. Now we are on to our third full day, our fourth day there. And this is Friday, and we'll be heading to Epcot in the morning and Hollywood Studios at night. So Epcot opens early entry at 8:30. I'm thinking maybe we head over to Soarin' first since we'll be entering through the front of the park. And then our first lightning lane isn't until 9:50. This was the earliest I could get Remy, and I wanted to make sure we were able to do that. So I booked it for 9:50, and then after that we have Nemo at 10:35. So this is one of the instances where we do have like a 15-minute overlap, but that was as good as I could get. So we'll do Nemo at 10:35, and then I'm thinking do Turtle Talk with Crush. We never really do it, and the one time I did do it, or I've done it like maybe 1 or 2 times, it was actually really funny, and it's gonna be so hot out, so may as well hang out inside and get some AC. And then after that, we will have Living with the Land at 11:40. So those are all of our lightning lanes for the morning. Then lunch, I kind of have TBD. We'll figure it out. Maybe we'll eat in Epcot and then go back to the resort and hang out at the pool. Not 100% sure yet. That's kind of something we can, choose the day of. So then we'll head back to the hotel, hang out at the pool for a couple of hours, and then get ready and head to the Riviera. Now, this was Catherine's one request. I asked her, what dinner reservations do you want to do? Is there anything that you want to make sure we do when we're at Disney? And she did say Topolino's. She saw some of the pictures that I had from when Tom and I have gone a few times, and she really wanted to go. So right now we have a reservation at Topolino's for 5:05. And it's kind of up in the air because it is a little bit more on the expensive side, and we're trying to watch what we're spending. Obviously, I spent a lot of money on the lightning lanes, so cutting back in some other areas. But if we don't do Topolino's for dinner, we can definitely go over to Riviera and do Bar Riva, and then maybe go up to Topolino's and sit at the bar for a drink. So that's definitely another option. After that, it will be Catherine's first time riding the Skyliner, and we're going to head over to Hollywood Studios. We're going to go straight to Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, and I'm hoping I will have a lightning lane for Millennium Falcon. And after that, we have a individual lightning lane for Rise of the Resistance, and like for the first time in forever, I have booked an individual lightning lane for Rise of the Resistance because normally I don't want to pay $25. But again, since it's been a long time since Catherine's been there and she hasn't seen any of this new stuff, I wanted to make sure that we got on the ride. So I booked that. It's only $25 per person. Like, it's okay. It's fine. After that, we don't have any other lightning lanes planned, obviously, but hoping to do some other rides. Maybe Minnie and Mickey if we can grab that too. And then after that, because this night the park is open till 10 o'clock, they have 2 showings of Fantasmic. So I'm thinking that we go to the second showing at 10 o'clock, and then we will head back to the resort. Now we are at our last full day, which is Saturday. So sad, but that's okay, because at least we're still in Disney. So this day we are going to Hollywood Studios in the morning and then Magic Kingdom at night. Hollywood Studios opens for early entry at 8:30, so we're planning on getting there then. And then I'm thinking if we didn't do Mickey and Minnie's the night before, we'll head over there first thing when we get there. And then after that, we have our first lightning lane for Toy Story at 9:15. Really excited that I was able to get this only 15 minutes after the park opens. That means that we can book something right away for Magic Kingdom at night, which is great. And then after that, I have another lightning lane in Toy Story Land, which is Slinky Dog at 10:35. So I'm really happy I was able to book both of those, and they're pretty much back to back. I was a little bit nervous because Slinky Dog goes like this. So glad we got that. And then afterwards, we'll have a little bit of downtime before our next lightning lane for Tower of Terror at 11:15. So I'm thinking maybe we'll walk into some of the shops as we walk over there, kind of just enjoy a leisurely stroll, and then we will ride Tower of Terror. Now, after that, if you guys know me, I'm a big Baseline Tap House girl. So I think we will head over to Baseline Tap House. I can get my beloved pretzel and we can grab a drink and kind of just enjoy ourselves, chit chat, hang out for a little bit. And then if we want to, maybe go on another ride before heading back to the hotel. And we will hang out at the pool like always for a few hours, and then around 4 get ready and head over to the boardwalk, because this night we have a dinner reservation at Trattoria El Forno, or Trattoria El Forno, not 100% sure how you pronounce it, but we will head over there. Our reservation's at 5:15. Now I'm thinking of possibly changing this one to something that is on the monorail line, so maybe something at the Contemporary or Grand Floridian, just so that we're closer to Magic Kingdom. But honestly, it doesn't need to be. We can always just take an Uber or hop on the bus from Boardwalk, so not a big deal either way. And then we'll head to Magic Kingdom. I just have miscellaneous rides written in there for the rest of the night, and hopefully we'll have some lightning lanes for the evening. If not, it is what it is. Just trying not to get upset about it and just accept that this is the way that things are. Then I have a lightning lane, our last individual lightning lane of the trip, at 8:55 for Tron. I wanted to ride this at night because I love seeing all the lights lit up. So we're going to do that. Then again, I just have miscellaneous rides, whatever we can get on after Tron. The park closes at 11, so we have more than enough time. Again, we don't have to stay there that late if we don't want to. And then we'll head back to the hotel. And that really wraps up our trip. We are there on Sunday for a good portion of the morning. Our flight is later in the afternoon, like 3, 4 o'clock. So I'm thinking maybe I will book a character breakfast or a nicer breakfast for us to go to in the morning and just kind of enjoy ourselves. Maybe hang out at the pool a little bit if we want to, and then we'll head back to the airport to go home. So those are all of our plans. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Definitely think about subscribing and sticking around so you guys can see all the Disney vlogs coming your way. If you made it to the end of this video, comment a little star down below and maybe what your #1 lightning lane selection would be for the park. Oh, that actually reminds me, I did not book Tiana's for the whole trip because it just didn't work for us. I couldn't get anything until like 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and we're not in the park at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And if I wanted to book it at night, that meant that I had to, whatchamacallit, I had to not have lightning lanes for the morning, basically. So anyway, back to the outro. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.